your girl, itsjustmechig. It's your girl, itsjustmechig.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl itsjustmechig, and I'm back with another video. Happy New Year, y'all. We made it to 2024. Can you believe it? Like, who would have thunk? But we here. So welcome. If this is your first time seeing me, hi, I'm itsjustmechig. I'm your homegirl that's gonna put you on to all things self-improvement. That means improvement of health, improvement of wealth, improvement of mental, just things that are gonna improve you in your day-to-day life. With that being said, y'all, go ahead and click that subscribe button just below here so you can officially join the family, okay? Also, help me out just by simply liking the video. Comment below and make a friend. If nobody's commented, start it off, okay? You know, just get real cozy, okay? With that being said, let's get into this video. First of all, if you hear me sound like I'm stopped up a little bit, I'm getting over a cold. I'm so sorry. Stay with me though, okay? So for today's video, I pretty much wanted to set my intentions for the year. I've been doing YouTube probably for at least 5 years now, if not longer. And I think one of my favorite things about YouTube is being able to look back and see my growth. So I wanted to set my intentions for what I wanted out of this year so that at the end of this year, I can look back and be like, okay, did that, okay, got that, accomplished that, you know what I'm saying? So that's just the purpose of this video, okay? And because we family and because we in this together, I'm setting my intentions for 2024, but I want you to also, as you're listening to whatever my intentions are, I want you to also do this for yourself. Figure out what you want out of 2024. While we're here, we're gonna make the most of life. We're working towards a life that we love and just a fulfilled life. And so like, set your intentions because you need to know where you're going, how you can get there, where you're headed to even know where you're going, okay? First, I wanna say that I decided my motto for this year is going to be, but keep going. That's my motto because the end of last year kind of tripped me up a little bit. It did. And it was one of those instances with I had some health issues and I really thought like, okay, this might be it, this might be it. Every time I have a little minor health issue, my brain just goes to like, this is it. This all she wrote. And so I made it out of that, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Like, I did the work to figure out if going to the doctor didn't work. I found an alternative health center, which I got some vlogs coming up that y'all gonna see regarding my health the last 2 months. But I found an alternative health clinic here in Clarksville, Tennessee, where I now live. And I started self-healing, trying herbs. Okay, this is good for this, that's good for that. And I got proactive about doing it, and though I had a lot of bad days in November and some of December, I feel so much better, and I kept going and I made it through. And so I feel like for this year, no matter what God throws in my pathway or what comes my way, but keep going. That's the motto, okay? I feel like this year I'm gonna do things a little differently now. I don't necessarily want to, I mean, I feel like you should always make goals and have goals for yourself, but I feel like I don't want to innately be like, this is my goal this year, this is my goal. Like, I just kind of, I won't say, okay, I don't want to set goals. You set goals, but I don't want to focus on the goals. I just want to focus on doing the work. That's an intention, and that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to focus on getting it done, not just talking about it, not just planning it, like execution. It's time, okay? And I really just want to let God guide me. Like, I feel like sometimes for me, I get so caught up in, okay, I want to do this, I want to do that, and I'm trying to work on this thing, and I'm trying to get it done, and it's like God probably, that's not what God wants you to do. That's not what God wants you to do. He actually wants you to do this, but you're not ready for that yet. What my girl Latoya said on Terrell's show, I just want to hop in the trunk and let God take the wheel, okay? Because if you're in the passenger seat, you are going to ask questions. You are going to, but wait, no. Like, I just want to just let him do his thing. And speaking of guidance, I need a support group for people who pray for God, for guidance, and God actually guiding you, but not the way you expected. Is it me, or does anytime you ask God for guidance, and maybe it's just me, I don't know, but I feel like for me, anytime I ask God for guidance, it usually results in me feeling the worst I've ever felt. I'm usually hit with a huge obstacle. Interesting, because I seen on Facebook, somebody was like, the very thing, what was it? It was like your calling may be a bit of a struggle. I'm paraphrasing, but it may be the toughest thing for you. So in other words, like if you're a healer, you might battle with a lot of health issues, or if you're meant to be a financial person, you might at first struggle with like finance or something, just as an example. And the more I thought about that, anytime I've ever asked God for guidance, I usually end up getting sick. And I think, if you know me, you know, I think I'm called to be a healer. What better way to heal than to heal yourself? You know what I'm saying? And I think what November, because I prayed that prayer October, and the end of October, November 1st, it was like, it was like sick, horrible. Something was going on, mood. I had panic attacks, like my how to get through a panic attack video, which I can post down below. That was in the midst of, I think that was right before my birthday or something in November. I was going through it, y'all, and to have made it through there, it's like I got so many messages and so much understanding from that situation that normally I'd be like, okay, let me sit and get down on myself because I feel bad. But it's like, no, get up and do the work to feel better. And as you're doing the work to feel better, you're learning, okay, if you have a client or a patient and this happens, okay, you probably need to look at that. You know what I'm saying? It just made me study health more, which is what I needed. I feel like this year I also want to set the intentions to do new things. So I feel like I'm a pretty in her comfort zone type of girl. How I was raised up, it's like I'd rather stick with what I know, okay, than to try something different. Going through life, I realized that if you don't try nothing new, you might not find what you need. Because if you already know if you already go through something that you're familiar with and it doesn't help you, what good does that do? You know what I'm saying? Like, my goal this year is to try new things. And I have vlogs coming where I try plenty of things to better help with my health, that it will all make sense. I promise y'all. Just know we trying new things this year. Also, I am so passionate about holistic healing. If you've been here for a while, you know. It started with my mom's battle with breast cancer that she unfortunately lost. But when I tell you the way that I look at holistic health, I want to be the person that I wish my mom had. The person I wish some of my friends who also lost loved ones to breast cancer, I want to be the person I wish they had. I want to be the person that, even though I haven't directly had cancer or anything super serious, I want to be the person that feels safe and knows that, okay, she has the answers. I don't trust the doctors, or maybe the Western medicine isn't my thing because they're only going to do X, Y, and Z. But I need answers, and I need to heal, not just to treat the symptoms. Like, I'm so passionate about that and becoming the person that I needed. So this year, I am intentionally going to take it serious. That means getting certified in a lot of different things. Like, it's time. Some of the very experiences I ended up trying, I actually want to dive into learning how to do that for myself. And I'm on that journey to if I gotta get certified, if I gotta go back to school, whatever I gotta do, it's happening. If I gotta self-study, because I have a lot of holistic health books, I'm going to be studying all those things. Like, I am diving in deep to it because I am so serious. I don't want anybody else that I love or anybody else that I know, any of you guys, to go through any health issues and you feel like there's nobody that has answers. First off, we won't have all the answers, but to at least provide some guidance in gray areas that doctors may not have is needed. I know last year, if you watched my end of year review, one of the things I think that made last year better than the year before, because 2022 was rough for me. I just changed my approach to how I looked at the year. So most people do, okay, New Year's resolutions. And I feel like we set this expectation on this whole year when a lot of us just need to break down the year to make it more realistic. Last year, I was doing monthly resolutions. So I wanted next month to be better than the last month. So if this month wasn't the best, let me figure out where I went wrong and let's do better next month. This year, I think I want to take it up a notch. I want to, because I'm a let's be realistic type of girl. I'm tired of excuses, okay? I think this year I'm going to work on weekly resolutions. This week was not the best. Where did it go wrong this week, and how can we make it better next week? Lastly, I technically wish I could share the specifics of this last thing. I'm going to record a video to myself, and I'm gonna actually post it for my year-end review at the end of 2024, Lord willing. Whenever I do my year-end review, I'll show y'all that recording. I have 3 manifestations. Me and my hubby, actually, we were coming back from Florida for New Year's, and we were listening to podcasts and getting inspired. And I realized, it just clicked when I was driving that, like, I'll speak for myself, I have really big goals. And some of those goals, it's like, might take some years to accomplish that in hindsight. But when I really sat and thought about a goal, it was like, it actually doesn't take that long. I think that you're making it take that long because you're comfortable and you don't want to put in the work to do what you have to do to get that goal. Like for example, I've always wanted to go to Ghana I won't give you the reason why, but I want to go to Africa as a whole, but Ghana is my first stop that I want to go to. And it's something that I made like a 5-year plan. Okay, within 5 years we'll work up to it. But I've heard a lot of people say that it's actually not that expensive to go over there. And so I started thinking as I'm driving, like, what is really stopping me from going to Africa this year? And I started thinking about the steps. The hardest part, I think, would actually be finding the information about flights. So look up booking. How much is the ticket gonna cost round trip? And I feel like that's the hardest part. If you have any advice or been to Africa and y'all have suggestions, comment below, because I got questions. But my point is, like, I feel like as soon as you can figure out the price of the ticket and the flight situation, that's the hardest part. Get it booked. That's the hardest part. Once you get it booked, it's all preparation. That is what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna set the intention to get done, get accomplished, anything I put my mind to. Me and my husband have this saying, whenever we need to, like, get that dog out of either one of us, you know, that dog that like gets the job done, that like that beast mode, we always say to each other, how you gonna make $1 million by next week? Because to the average person, making $1 million by next week sounds crazy. But to people that know how to make money or know how to make $1 million, it's not that hard. But it's just about the how do you get to that point. You get what I'm saying? If that's your only option and that's your goal, to make $1 million by next week, you know what you're working towards. Get it done. So that's pretty much the premise of me setting my 3 manifestations. Like, whatever those 3 things are, I'm getting it done. It's just about how do I get there. That being said, y'all, I hope, 1, this resonated with you and that you set your 2024 intentions. And let's get it done, y'all. I love y'all so much. Thank you for watching. Happy New Year. See y'all next Friday. Bye, y'all.